Hello, everyone. Welcome to New Yorkers Reaction. I just wanted to basically introduce Susan to the viewers in India because now Susan,
India.
yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
this is basically Susan. I know that you told us you watched a bit of Bollywood. So just tell our viewers what do you know about Bollywood and who's the only actor you heard about. I want you to do this introduction.
Hi everyone, my name is Susan. I'm from New York City. This is my first time on this show today.
Yes.
To be honest, I know very little about Bollywood, but what I do know, I love. I'm gonna need your help with the name.
Khan, you said?
Khan.
Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan.
She said it first when she first
Shah
saw
Rukh
it.
She first said it,
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan, but now I
Yeah.
have to. Okay.
The
But-
pressure's on now.
So
Yes.
what do you? I mean, you said you love him from what you told
Yes,
us before.
yes.
Why do you love him, and what made you be a fan of his?
I think he does some. His eyes,
Okay.
they're very gentle and
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah.
He seems very sincere.
Yeah.
Someone I can trust.
It's you want to know the crazy thing is that we saw Ritik, right? I mean, you would think every girl would like Ritik more, but there are more girls that love SRK over Ritik.
Well, they think Ritik's good looking, but they don't get that warm sensation feeling.
Do women
I mean-
say that he's like more?
No,
That's
because
okay.
every girl,
Everyone
even
loves SRK.
Pakistani girls, girls from
He's
Israel,
very handsome.
they all say that no, I would feel more comfortable being around SRK because I
SRK?
feel like he would take
Listen,
care of
one
me.
thing Sanjay's always said from the beginning with everything, he acts with his eyes.
Yes.
Yes, it's in
So you
his
think-
eyes.
yes.
They're very warm.
Yes, you
He's soft to women, but I feel that he'll protect me.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm in danger.
He takes very good care of women around him because he was raised by his mom.
Yes.
So he's extremely, and also he said in one of his videos that with his son he has a unique bond, but with his daughter, Mary, it's like the woman in the house rule him is what he says. But now we have SRK. We got this request for
Oh
a
my
long
gosh!
time.
Okay.
So you've seen this guy before?
I think I've seen
His name is Jonathan Ross, and he's had Rock, Denzel, all these famous actors. So today
Is
he
he
has
English?
SRK.
Is he from
In
England?
England.
Yeah.
He looks very pretty.
Everybody knows about him, so
Yeah.
SRK is in there. Okay, so
Right.
let's see what SRK does.
Alright,
Okay,
let's see.
see. One,
Let's
two,
see.
three. And I can already say that because SRK has been reading, SRK knows the press really well, and he's been reading books. Just watch. I can already tell he's gonna be amazing in this. Ready? Let's go.
So gentle.
What years it's from? This is
Oh, I think
2010.
he has dimples.
Shah Rukh, great to have you here on the show. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you.
The bad Shah of Bollywood.
He's king. Basha.
Khan, SRK, the Rookster. These are some of the nicknames, I
The
believe.
what?
The Rookster.
Rookster.
Rookster. You not heard that one?
No, I'm not. You made it up?
I made it up. I've had the flu and I've had some strange thoughts. Some about you.
I wouldn't be able to tell. I thought you were normally like that, actually.
Okay, what should I call you? What should I address you?
Just Shah Rukh,
Shah Rukh.
or
Okay.
Khan,
Great to have you here.
or
Well, which
SRK,
one?
or
The-
Badshah, or Rukcha.
I say Shah Rukh.
Shah Rukh.
I like Shah Rukh.
Shah Rukh.
Now, I know when we have a big star on the show, all of our guests are always big stars, but I know when we have a superstar because we get so many phone calls from people going crazy to try and get tickets. And I think just about every Indian in the country has phoned me this week. They've even named a street after me in Neasden to try and get some tickets. That's what's going on. You have a huge following. Is it strange when you come to England, when you travel to America? Well, obviously, there's a population that do know you here, but at the same time, it's not like being at home where everyone knows you.
No, it's like being at home. And I'm not showing off.
Yeah.
It's like being at home. Actually, I heard it somewhere that all the Indians have fallen to the British because they ruled us for the last 200 years. So a lot of Indians are here, a lot of Pakistanis, and I see more Indians here than I see in India, actually. Really.
Yeah, you see a lot of
Well,
it.
that must be lovely then. It must be nice. But is it difficult for you to get around? I mean, are there places you can go to where no one knows you, where you can just get away from it all?
Yeah, there are 3-4 places left like that still, yeah. But I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, you
But
keep
yeah,
it quiet.
But in England it's fun. I go down to the Hyde Park, I play soccer, my kids like it. But it's only up to the Selfridges during the summer holidays in June, July.
Yeah.
Because then you have a lot of the Arab world there and a lot of Indians there and Asians. So I just hide behind, I don't go beyond Selfridges. I think, for me, I'll be honest, to me, England is only up to Selfridges from Grosvenor Square. I haven't been beyond that part.
Do you wear disguise ever when you go out? Have you disguised yourself to avoid attention?
No, I've never done that. I tell everyone I work very hard to be recognized. No, I don't want to have a disguise in a room.
Hello.
How do you think the Bollywood movies are now translating into the rest of the world? Because over here now, I know we have movies, we have Bollywood movies, what we call Bollywood movies, of course, in the top 10 on a regular basis.
At least on the first week, yeah.
Yeah. So you have everyone goes to see that film, but certainly, there's a big appeal, and I get the feeling that Western people, people who aren't necessarily understand the language in the movie, are coming around to the movies a little bit more. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it started as a trend. Everyone thought it's like little kitsch and, it's all colorful. And a lot of people in the West, when I used to come earlier, they said they're a little silly. They're kind of strange. They like the singing and dancing and over-the-topness, everything. We act also a little louder than regular Western films. Yeah. But it's an interesting trend that, now we are making films, the recent films. Where the screenplay and stuff is a lot more appealing. And
more to do with the drama and the action than just the singing. Not that the singing is not an important part, but they're more kind of connection movies.
No. Singing and dancing we do everywhere.
Okay.
You give us a chance. I could be doing an operation on a woman, removing an appendix, and I can start singing. Dil to hai mera jana.
See? Singing and dancing.
You're going to put that in a movie show.
Absolutely, I already have.
You've already done that. Is there the argument made that you can have too much singing and dancing in a film?
No, we have about 5 or 6 songs. It's a set pattern that you have 3 songs in the film. Oh, by the way, we have 2 halves.
And I wonder that, because when I watch them, and I enjoy the Bollywood movies I've seen, when I watch them, I sometimes think, Christ, they're long. Man, they go on for quite a long while. On average, they're around 2 hours, 43 hours. That's a kind of average movie length. Yeah. But I didn't want it, so they're split in the middle. Yeah,
it's the loo break. So you quickly go down and come back. I was watching the film here first time at Cannes, and it was a little long, the film, 3 hours. And then suddenly most of the people turned around and said, now we know why you have an interview. We need to go to the loo. Yeah. So that's why we're very considerate about films. We make family films. We want the family to be comfortable, go out.
Yeah, well, that's. No, I'd love to go and see one in Mumbai. I'd love to see one with an audience, with a visual. Because I bet it's exciting. My father-in-law lives out in India for part of the year, and he says it's just such an exciting experience when a new movie opens. Everyone goes, and it's just, people go crazy for the films.
Yeah, people throw coins in smaller cities and all. When the song starts, people throw coins and
I think he goes mainly to collect the money. That's he enjoys that side of the experience. You mentioned the family audience for the films, and one of the things you will notice if you haven't seen Bollywood movies, and I'm sure a lot of people here this evening have, but some might have, is that they're not anywhere near as explicit as our movies are. You don't see, there aren't sex scenes for a start. There's very little kissing, in fact, in the films. This is something which you prefer as a performer, or is this a kind of a censorship generally, or you just don't think the audience would want to watch that?
No, our films are like a little cabaret variety, because we want to cater to a 90-year-old lady and the 9-year-old little kid in the house. So we put in everything. But now you have a lot of kissing and sex in Hindi films. Personally, I'm awkward kissing on screen, so I don't do it. So I have in my contract that no horse riding and no kissing.
Wow. You don't want to get those two mixed up,
No kissing the horse island.
No.
Yeah, it's like that.
And we don't need to fill in the West. So why don't you like the kissing? You just feel awkward, or it's something you don't want your wife to see? What is it?
No, I don't know. I feel a little awkward. I don't know. Have you shot for a film? You should come and see. A lot of people in India, we're very disorganized. And we make a lot of noise. Yeah. And there is no private moment on the set. And, then you have to kiss. I'm not going to kiss like that. I'm just...
Yeah, I was...
Oh, wait. Oh, they really did. Yeah.
What a shameful attention seeker you are. Shameful. You can't bear the spotlight being elsewhere for too long.
But television's okay. I kiss on television.
So you kiss on TV, but you don't kiss... Now, once again, our Indian viewers will know this, but maybe won't you because you're a huge movie star. That's no overstatement. But at the same time, you go back to TV occasionally. You started in TV as an actor, I believe.
Yes.
And then you went back and you were hosting Millionaire for a while.
Yes, and are you smarter than a fifth grader? Is that what it's called here?
We have Are You Smarter Than a 10-year-old?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you do this now.
you hosted
Over
these
here, I
shows?
don't think that would happen. I don't think you'd have a movie star, you know, the equivalent being, say, George Clooney or someone, ladies and gentlemen, who would then go and host Deal or No Deal. But literally, that's the case, isn't it? And so I guess the Indian audience don't differentiate necessarily between the two things.
No, it wasn't like that. Actually, it was started by the great Mr. Bachchan. He was the first one to do that. I used to work on TV. For me to go back and work on TV wasn't a problem. But it was an experiment. Would a movie star, like you said, would be accepted on television or not? And television has just got very big in India in the last 3-4 years. So it was an experiment. It kind of turned out all right. And then we mix. I mean, you should see Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the Indian version that I've done. We do a little bit of singing and dancing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why is that not surprising?
I didn't know that.
Did you see the film? I'm sure you did, Slumdog Millionaire.
Yes, yes.
Which, of course, was, you know, it's not even like a Bollywood movie, and I don't think people should confuse the two, but at the same time, many people felt this was a taste of, you know, an idea of Indian cinema. How accurate, though, is that? Because I believe they asked you whether you would play the
I was
host on
Danny's
that.
a friend, and we worked on the initial bit of the film, and I was very keen that film be made because I think it's a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is quite true to what it is in terms of the setting. But I didn't do it because the host is a little bit of a cheat, and he was a little mean. And I'd already done the show, so I said,
Have you seen
if
the
I
film?
do it, then people say I do the
I
same
don't
thing.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Actually, I do it. Yeah. So it was a great film, and yeah, the shooting is like that. For the
When you do it full. Hey, you know what I like about seeing your movies is there's a little bit of everything, it seems to me. Not in all of them, but you have the big song and dance numbers. Some of them are fantastic, and so many cast members involved. I mean, really big scale productions. You also have the acting, the drama, the stories, but they're often stunts and action as well. And I believe you do many of the stunts yourself, am I right?
I used to do it when I was younger. I was stupider then. And then I used to do all the stunts and I hurt myself.
Hold on. When was that, Shiva? When was that?
That is Om Shanti Om, actually.
Om Shanti Om.
Yeah, and I'm very shy actually. It doesn't, very few people know this, but in personal life I'm very shy and reclusive and strange and weird and awkward. But really I am. So,
How does that work then, being as well known as you are? Because I know, you know, certainly the movies are huge, but I imagine, and I know recently you've said a few things in India and about situations which have caused you a lot of publicity. How do you tally being kind of shy and wanting a quiet life with being that big a public figure?
yeah, it is difficult at times, and like the recent controversy that you're talking about, I didn't say much. I just said, you know, we are Indians and we should welcome everyone with open arms into our country. We cannot become, they know this country people can't come and that country people can't come. And yeah, it's been blown out of proportion. Now they're stopping my film. They're not allowing it to release. So I'm a little tense. And but what I do is I just go, I work a lot. I'm a workaholic. I just work the whole day round and then get back home, spend time with my little kids, my wife and my sister. So I'm kind of boring in personal life. And I don't go out too often. I don't eat outside. I don't do anything. I just actually just work, and I enjoy that the most.
You do sound quite dull.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, because your life is exciting enough already. Let me ask you about your new movie there, because this is something of a departure for you. Am I right in saying? My name is Khan. I guess it's kind of a message movie in a way.
In a way, but we have garbed it, of course, in love story. Because the lady who's working with me, Kajol, we've done some films. She's a very big star and really a wonderful actress. And I'm playing a person who's got Asperger's, which is like a form of autism.
Yeah.
And yes, there is a kind of message, which is the Western world, Islam, and how we are thwarting each other and destroying each other. The time has come that we should do simple, nice things and bring this world to a better, peaceful order.
Well, it's a clever story. I mean, would you just explain a little bit of the plot to people about what happens to the character, where he finds himself and what happens during the course of the film?
Yeah, he's, you know, the people who have Asperger's, they are very compulsive and they take things very literally. And here is a relationship between a Muslim, which is played by me, Rizwan Khan, and a Hindu girl, and they get married. And I think the 9/11 incident happens, which I believe has changed the whole world.
So they're living in San Francisco, aren't they?
They're living in San Francisco, yes. And it affects their life indirectly, and it leads to a breakup between the two. And the wife tells him that, listen, you got to explain your religion and what you stand for to everyone before you come back here. Actually go and she says it in a fit of anger. And she said, go and explain it to the president of the United States. And these guys are a little compulsive, so he says, okay, I will. And he gets up in the morning, puts on his bag, and he goes on this journey to go and explain to the President of America that his name is Khan and he's not a terrorist. And how doing very small, simple things, the ideology is that maybe the world will change and be a better place to live in.
Well, which is, let's face it, a lovely idea.
Yeah,
Let's have
I think it's a
let's have a look. My name is Khan, and it opens here on the 11th of February. You must be very pleased, and it's interesting because you talk about the fact that the character is Muslim, he marries a woman who is Hindu, and that's your life as well, of course. Your wife
Yeah,
is
that's-
Hindu.
that's-
you're
that's
Muslim.
my life, yeah.
How does that work for you at home? How do you raise the kids? What do you do in terms of the faith issue at home with them?
We've just confused the shit out of them. I guess.
Wait, he's Muslim?
You Muslims,
Wife's Hindu?
Yeah, that's the perfect answer. I guess you just deal both with the same amount of respect and let them choose, or
we respect each other and we say, whatever. So we have all kind of prayers in the house. And the other day, my daughter came and asked me that, somebody's asked her, are you a Hindu or a Muslim? So I said, confuse them further, say you're a Christian. So, so I don't know how they're going to grow up, but one thing, they respect all the religions, I guess. So,
well, that's the healthiest approach. The movie deals with the issue of the way people's moods change towards Muslims after 9/11. Some people, some attitudes. But you've encountered some of that yourself, I believe. And I don't know whether this story was blown up, but wasn't there an incident when you were going into New York and you got stopped and searched for maybe a lot longer than normal, just I guess because of your name?
Yeah, I'm always stopped at the security because of the name, and I think it's okay. The Western world is a little worried now and paranoid.
Touchy,
Yeah, they're a little touchy, yeah. And feely when they're frisking you. But I'll tell you an incident. I was in London going through the airport, and the new machines have come out. Have you seen them?
Are these the body scan?
Yeah, the body scan
I
ones.
haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, you got to see them. I hope you don't have to go in because it makes you embarrassed if you're not well endowed. Well, you walk into the machine and everything, the whole outline of your body comes out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't know this, so I was a little scared because these people came up and they never do this because a lot of Asians at the airport and they're very kind to me. And then suddenly you have to go into the machine, go into the machine. So I went in and you have to keep your hand like this, and some stuff happens. And I came out. And then I saw these girls, they had these printouts. So I looked at them, I thought, maybe it's a form that you're supposed to fill, and they gave it to me, and you can see everything inside. And then I've autographed them for them.
Oh, wow.
like something Jim Carrey would say. Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's
I hear rumours, and I don't know if it's true, that you might be making a movie with one of my favourites from Hong Kong cinema, Jackie Chan.
Oh, I love him.
Oh,
Is there truth in this?
I've asked him, but he's very expensive. So I hope I'm gonna try and speak with him in the next few days again. My kids love him. I love him. When I was having my first kid, I prayed to God. I hope my son looks like Jackie Chan. I love him so much, and he does.
There you go. He listens, or she listens, or whoever listens.
God's this thing. Yeah, so he looks like Jackie Chan, and I hope I can. It's a new film called Ravan. Indians don't have a superhero.
Yeah, that's
so this is the first time I'm trying to bring in a Western kind of a superhero in India. I'm shooting it in London.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you see me flying over Piccadilly,
It's like
You can
transfer.
stop a selfie just and turn back. Too many people recognising of it. I can't wait. Shah Rukh, how lovely to have you on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you agree he's a superstar with very good reason. What a charming guest. Mr. Shah Rukh Khan. Thank you so much. Shah Rukh Khan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Here you are. Oh well. That was. Oh, this is in 2000 and.
It's the 10-ish, right?
Yeah, so it's 10. So yeah, 2010 or 11.
Right on the button. See?
Yeah, you
You
were right.
see,
Just I could tell by how he looks. I knew it was like around 2000.
he said
Yeah.
he doesn't do kissing scenes in movies. So I was onto something when I was shocked when I was like, oh my god, the mom and dad are kissing.
Right.
She was
They-
spot on.
They didn't do that back
They
in
don't
the
do a lot of
day.
kissing.
Yeah, but I mean, now he said that a lot of films do kissing in 2010. It seems like that's when it was starting.
Yeah.
Like a lot of kissing. Modern Indian cinema
Yeah.
as kissing action is like on a whole new different level.
Yeah.
All that. So
Yeah.
besides from what you just saw, what did you think of it? Like overall?
I think he's a very charming guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you like the most about it? Or what was the most amazing discovery that you learned about him in like this 16-minute clip?
Oh yeah, 16 minutes is a
Yeah,
long
it was
time.
a long time.
It's
It was-
Yeah.
a lot of
If you were to
concentration.
if you were to like pick one thing that caught your attention the most.
The one thing. I mean, there were a few things.
There were a few things.
The
Okay.
kissing thing that was like
Yeah.
the most because
Right,
I was
yeah.
like, all these women love him, and he's never done a kissing scene. None of that.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Well, he said he kisses on TV, right?
I know. And I
He's
was
just
like,
joking. He's joking.
Oh,
oh,
is that
he's
right?
joking.
He's like being because if he's not kissing in films, why would he kiss?
Oh yeah, it makes no sense.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know he was
we
joking.
didn't catch that.
I didn't catch it.
joke.
But overall, what did you make of it? Like, did you?
I wish there were more,
Yeah.
like, people,
Okay.
like more actors like him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now it's like it's very violent and
Yeah.
blood. But he was saying, you know, we make these movies so that a 90-year-old and a
Yeah.
Yeah.
9-year-old can watch it in the same room. So I think he's more family oriented, which I like.
Yeah. He's very mindful of his audience, and also, besides the fact he does not get political at all. He's very not like the actors here. They just want to voice their opinion and let themselves
Yeah,
heard, which
yeah.
is fine. You're entitled to your opinion, but he's very safe like that, and because also he's very educated. Hollywood actors aren't educated; they don't know much, many of them. So they just hear something and.
Well, it's also your brand too, right? Like I always thought if I was going to be like that, I'm never going to bring anything like that in politics, right? Division between peoples or anything like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's, number one, stupid. Like if you have a brand, why would you want to
Yeah.
degrade anyone?
But
That could be
yeah, and
potential
their point of
people that
view
look up
is
to you or interested in you. You know what I mean? Like why would you?
Maybe the world was simpler in 2010.
it was very simple. Everyone was like, despite of what your beliefs are, everyone were like
Kind of
respectful.
respected.
Yeah, at that time everything kind of settled down
But
finally.
at some point, the world just got so.
But he keeps it safe. Despite
Yeah.
he's
He's
not.
always been like that.
No, but he's also extremely smart. Like his
I can tell he's very cosmopolitan.
his IQ also is
Very smart guy.
whatever it is of Brad Pitt or George Clooney, he's like 50 points higher than that
Yeah.
because he's smarter than them. But film wise, you could say, well, George Clooney makes better, whatever. But besides that, you enjoyed it. Rich,
I
what
thought
did
the
you
interview
make?
was great. I love. Listen, we've seen a lot of SRK stuff, and I love SRK. But like to learn new things as we go along, it's like
Yeah.
it's really cool. Like I didn't know he was Muslim. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know the whole. I had a feeling with the whole kissing thing because I've never really seen him.
Yeah.
There's a couple other things that I found really interesting that I wasn't aware of. I know he mentioned like I don't know if he ever actually did a movie with Jackie Chan. I think that was.
Well, that's interesting. I want to find out.
Yeah,
And
that's kinda
it's
interesting.
kinda cool that he's a Jackie Chan fan.
Everyone, many of the people in India are. Dad and Stallone are they both are huge. Jackie Chan used to be my favorite. I love Jackie
Yeah.
Chan. So it's just that no one hates Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is
Yeah.
that personality. It's like Keanu Reeves. You can't hate Keanu Reeves.
I'm surprised he hasn't done more stuff with like
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Why
I
has he not done more stuff with like?
I
different
saw.
movies?
But he said in his one interview, which I saw in London one time, which I was in London one time, and I saw his interview with, I don't know what channel it was, but he said that he has been offered films, but because he wants his audience, I mean, he wants his Indian films to grow more, because then when you bring
Does he
on a
think, like-
Hollywood, then
Does
it
he
will
think,
be
like,
more
he's taken
about.
away from the Indian
No,
film
he's
industry
saying that
by
it will
doing that?
be more about Hollywood than it won't be more about Indian films. But he wants his focus to be more Indian because he's a
Listen, that
very
makes
proud
sense.
Indian.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, because it's just that if Caprio is in a film, not saying that Caprio is a bigger star, but it will be more about, oh, Caprio is in a film. He wants to grow his films more. Like, he's very proud Indian.
I think he also wants that positive narrative.
Yeah, like kind of like that. It's so,
Yeah.
overall, yeah. But
he's very funny too.
he's very quick. He's
He's very witty and
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
Like he's
he's
been
very
like that before, so it's good to see him like that. But
Yeah.
he's so dynamic because he can do so many different things. And obviously, no, I thought it was great. I can listen to his interviews all that. Like,
Yeah.
he's very charming. I actually, the guy who did the interview, I've heard of him before. That was actually a really, really good interview. He asked a lot of good questions. It was, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I like him more than Jimmy Kimmel and the
Oh,
other
yeah, by
guys.
far. By
All
far.
the Stephen Colbert and all these guys are not. I don't like them at all.
They make jokes, but they only ask a couple of good questions.
Yeah.
And they try to get laughs. Like he asked at least
was very-
7, 8, 9 really good questions. Like, I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
really thought about that. Like about the religion or about the movie, about playing that role. Specifically and how it affects the way people think about him and trying to bring people together and stuff. It's very interesting.
I was more of a Jay Leno guy because Jay Leno also was like
Big
that.
chin, Jay Leno,
No, but
big
I
chin.
was more. His jokes were funny. His questions were nice. He wasn't disrespectful. Because Jimmy Kimmel used to be disrespectful to the guests. All that. You know, if you watch it, he's disrespecting Shaq. Like,
I was always a Letterman guy.
you know,
Letterman was crazy.
I was a Leno guy, and Leno beat him also. So there you go. But besides that, I thought the interview was really
Yeah, I
well
loved it. It was
done,
great.
and everything about it was well done. I pretty much knew a lot about what he just discussed, but some of these things where he said, I mean, the kissing thing I was aware,
Yeah,
but now that he brought it into, like, you know, he said it. Like,
Said it out loud,
right,
yeah.
Said it out loud because I never seen. Actually, we did see him with the kissing scene with Katrina. You saw one trailer where he's like the short guy. She kissed him. I saw that. So
Remember I mentioned it in past trails, like they get so close to kissing, but then even when they
No, he-
dance, they never kiss. They're always very
Yeah.
close. But and not even him. A lot of the Indian actors really don't do it.
no, they do not. It's
But I mean, I guess last few years, but before that, he was never. He never
the
saw.
modern day actors maybe do. I don't think Salman Khan I've ever seen either. But
No,
overall, we all enjoy it.
love it. Yeah,
So,
let's watch it
absolutely.
all.
Thank you for recommending Shah Rukh Khan as a No Kissing Contact video Friday night with Jonathan Ross. Good interviewer.
Yeah, great.
SRK
Great
was great.
recommendation.
You're all on board. Thank you.